Hi DriveTime family, we are happy to come to you today with a special edition of The Dish with Don in an effort to connect with you and communicate about Hurricane Florence.
Good afternoon everyone. Jamie and I wanted to reach out to everyone. We know there's a looming hurricane out over the Atlantic, and we have a number of individuals and families and businesses that may potentially be affected by it. And so what we wanted to do today was to communicate, especially to those folks in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, possibly southern Georgia, hopefully not into Maryland or other places. Really, today we want to speak about communication, care, and concern, and preparedness. I know our teams have all spent a lot of time, our directors, folks out in the field, on pre-hurricane preparedness. I want to make sure that we also over-communicate our care for personal hurricane preparedness. We want to make sure first and foremost that your personal and family preparation and your personal and family safety is first and foremost with us. And so please make that your priority. I know that everyone has care and concern for our businesses as well, and we appreciate that. But at the same time, we in no way, shape, or form want you to put yourself or your family at risk in preparing for the business side of it. So we've done a lot of advanced preparation. Jamie's going to talk to you today about communication methods and multiple methods of communication, and we'll scroll that on the screen at the end, and then we'll probably do this again over the next few days once we understand what the outcomes are and we have a better look. So we're hopeful that all of our work we're doing in preparation will be good, but at the same time will not be necessary. So, but anyway, she'll fill in with you all of the things that we're doing and all of our ways to communicate, and most of all, we want to make sure that you're safe. You know, we look at it as our DriveTime team community and our DriveTime customer community. So we're also going to have a number of ways for us to communicate to both, and once again we know where and when and where the outcome of this hurricane may be, we'll reach out next to talk about any type of community outreach and DriveTime community outreach. So Jamie, you want to fill them in on our details?
Yeah, so in addition to the normal email way that we communicate with our teams here at DriveTime, we've also been having conference calls with the affected areas and stores, including surrounding, just so we're all prepared personally and for the business. Obviously, we wanted to put this video out here. Normally, our videos that we post for the dish are private, and you're provided a link with which to access it. We do know, he and I both having been through hurricanes before, you don't always have access to your email or internet after a hurricane event. So we're going to go ahead and make this video public so that you can search for it and or text yourself a link to it from your email before the hurricane happens, so that in the event you lose internet access, you have access to the emergency hotline number, as well as where to send our customers for assistance after the storm, which we will scroll at the end of this video. And then finally, as we normally do whenever there's any sort of natural disaster or emergency situation, our store leadership teams will be accounting for everyone within their location after the storm should something catastrophic happen. So it's really important that you go to UltiPro and update all of your contact information, including emergency contacts, today. Before the storm comes, we want to make sure that all your information is up to date so that we can get a hold of you and make sure that you're accounted for and safe after the storm.
Great. I think also you're going to have an emergency hotline number. Will that be available at the end of this video?
Yes, so we will scroll an emergency hotline number at the end of this video, and that number it is for all DriveTime employees to be able to call in and find out what's going on with their particular area and location, if and when they should report back to work.
Thanks. And so once again, for all of the affected locations, we'll be making special accommodations. We've already made some accommodations, and we not only look at it as affected locations, we understand that our team members come from all areas, and many areas sometimes not so near where the affected location is. So we'll be working through all that. But kind of stay tuned for once we see when and where the outcome of this storm is, that we'll be communicating to you as to what those accommodations would be. So most of all, just one, thank you for all the hard work you've done preparing now. But first and foremost, keep you and yourself and your family safe, our primary concern. And we'll continue to reach out and communicate. But in the meantime, we wish everyone the best of luck, and you're in our thoughts and our prayers. Thank you.